Hello, Leo. This is your special edition love story Lovescope for mid-February 2017. What makes this special is I am tapping into a very specific storyline regarding love and romance for Leo. This is different than the general love scopes I do because there's a ton of information coming at me, but in this reading I am focusing on one very specific storyline. Now, that doesn't mean that many won't resonate with that storyline, but I'm not going to be as loose and flexible in my meaning. So, if this is not like resonating, it's not for you, okay? So I have also drawn 3 additional advices for you regarding your situation, which I will reveal at the end, and they are time stamps. So really decide which of these you're most drawn to because it really will provide more information for you, okay? Now, before I even get in to this, I have to say that for many of you that are going to resonate with this storyline, it's with an Aquarius. And I say that because these 2 cards came up for Aquarius. And this card here is in the exact same spot in your spread as it was for Aquarius. And reconciliation in your spread sits right next to it, but in Aquarius it sat on top. So there's way too much synchronicity in that because Aquarius was the 3rd reading I've done, and I only have 3 more after you, Leo, so it's, you know, quite significant to me. And then for the other party involved in your love story, here's this King of Swords. So an Aquarius, for sure, for some of you, this is absolutely pertaining to. So if you have an Aquarius, and with reconciliation here, this is the Leo, this is the same for you. This love story that I'm talking about is not somebody that you are currently with, just like Aquarius. Now, if it's not an Aquarius, I really get the sense that the reason why this person is showing as a King of Swords, whether it's a male or female, is because you are really attracted to their mind or their intellect. And more than that, you showing as the High Priestess, you feel a very strong, like, spiritual or psychic connection to this other person involved in this love story. So the energy stream for this is a Leo who is not with the person that I am speaking of. For many, it's an Aquarius. For others, it's a person that is very intellectual, and it's something about their mind. Like you just, the connection that you have, maybe it's like you don't even need to communicate verbal words with them sometimes. You just feel them, and I believe they feel you as well. So anyways, your romance angels is trust, codependency, retreat, finance and careers, reconciliation, and you deserve love. Now, what this tells me is the relationship you have with this person, or had, I should say, was very codependent. And this retreat card, to me, isn't talking about you guys going away on vacation. This here, just because reconciliation shows up in the second line, this is talking to me about your split, your breakup, and it says it's time to disconnect from the world. So your departure from each other, your breakup, your split was like 100% down, like done. There was very little, if any, communication verbally with this other person after this breakup, this parting. And for many, it had a lot to do with money or finances. material things. And now, in this love story, we have reconciliation, and then you deserve love. So, because this is a very specific energy stream, what I'm picking up, Leo, is this is the love story talking about a Leo who has regret. You are the one who broke up or ended things, or you are the reason that it didn't work out, and maybe you saw this relationship and you recognized the codependency of it, and it didn't really seem to fulfill you in a tangible way with finances and maybe like long-term practical material goals. And so that may be why you chose to end the relationship. However, with You Deserve Love being the last card out, you have been unable to establish a connection with anybody else like you had with this person. And for a while, you told yourself, oh, it only felt that intense or that strong because it was codependent. And you were really trying to trust that it was a destructive codependent situation. It didn't align with you as far as your future goals. And so that is why you walked away from it. But time has passed. And where you find yourself now in this moment is really missing them. And recognizing that they really did love you. But what's catching my eye here is with this deserve love, it's literally facing this person, the other party involved. And that is why I'm saying that Leo is the reason that this relationship ended, for whatever reason. And this other person, I don't think you were treating as well as you should have, or giving as much love to them, and perhaps they've stayed away from you because they recognized that they deserved more love than you were willing to give them. And in Aquarius's reading, that was so strong, like Aquarius deserves love. And in your reading, Leo, I feel like this person deserves your love, or they're not with you because they deserve a love that you just couldn't provide them. And if that doesn't resonate, this is not your love story, okay? The energy I have here is Leo misses this person. And for many Leos, this is an Aquarius. And that I'm not even saying any air sign, because the cards that are in this reading are, and the message is so similar to Aquarius. And then seeing the other party involved actually coming through as an air sign, I know that Aquarius is a big deal here. Now, if Aquarius is not a big deal, it goes back to this person, just the way they see the world, or the way they see you, the way they understand you, their logic, their perception, the way they come up with solutions, the way they see things. It's like you could show 100 people the same thing, and 99 of them are going to come away with the same opinion of what they saw. But this person, they're not. They're going to have a completely opposite perception of what everybody else had. And that might have been part of your issue with leaving them, is you were like, I just don't relate to you sometimes, and I can't stand it. And now you are in a place where other people are like flat. Or a very good example is inside of them, it's like you see this whole universe existing and thriving, and it's captivating. Whereas in most other individuals, you don't see a universe, you just see this black hole. And you took for granted the universe that existed inside of this person, because the whole package of them didn't fully align with what you want out of life, or like your goals. I don't know why that keeps coming up for me. And there's nothing wrong with that. The fact that trust comes out here first and foremost is telling me, regardless of how you're feeling, how much you're missing or you may be regretting, you really need to trust that you guys needed to part ways for whatever reason. And there is a reconciliation coming for you with this person. Now, with You Deserve Love being the final card of this love story, that doesn't tell me whether you and this other individual are reconciling to clear the energy of the past, or if you're reconciling to come back together for another chance at romance. But with this love story, you broke up because you felt like it was codependent and it wasn't sustainable. And now you're in a place where you see it in a different perspective, and you appreciate it in a way that you never could have had it never ended. And right now, you just trust what's unfolding and what's happening, because even though, like, okay, when you broke up with this person, they probably flipped out and they weren't okay about it. And they were like, why? I love you. I don't want this to end. Yeah, I understand we have our issues, but I really love you. And you were like, no, it doesn't really work for me. And now I feel like you're in that place of missing them, and now you're questioning, why did I do that? Or why are we apart? If we wouldn't have broken up, XYZ wouldn't have happened in my life, and now I really wish to go back to where I was instead of where I'm at now. And the universe is saying, you really need to trust where you're at right now. There is divine purpose for all things, and if you and this other individual are meant to be, you will come back in perfect divine timing. That's just how it works. You can't get around that. If for whatever reason you guys were not vibrationally aligned, even if you loved each other, even though you have this amazing like psychic spiritual connection going on, it wasn't the right time. And now you are going through things that are shaping you and growing you spiritually, and that could be grooming you into a place of new love, or that could be grooming you into a place of a full reconciliation with this other person. It's going to be, even though this is one love story, the way that it plays out is different. Otherwise, Spirit wouldn't have left me hanging like that. And whatever option you are most drawn into for additional advice, I feel is going to give more to you on whether this is going to come back together for another opportunity, or if this comes back together because you guys need to really both clear and release the past so you both can move on and move forward, because maybe this really wasn't the best relationship for either one of you. Okay, but for whatever reason, this person and the relationship you shared is really kind of been hanging on your mind and in your energy, and there is coming a reckoning of the past for you, and that will play out differently for you guys, even though the storyline is saying the same thing. I'm just trying to see if I get anything more before I go into the outcomes there. yeah, just really trust Spirit about how all of this played out. Because what is meant to be will always find its way. Nothing can stop that. It's vibration of energy, and there is no physical thing or person or circumstance that can stop it. Now, if it's not meant to be and there's somebody else for you and for that person, even if you're not open to it at this time, it won't ever be able to come back together and be solid, because it's not meant. And the more we accept things as they are and trust in the universe despite how it might be feeling in this moment, the quicker things begin to make sense to us, and the more we become introspective about what happened, our role in it, the role of the other person, and how we can become better people overall. It's don't push against anything right now. Go into reflection mode, and don't beat yourself up, but allow yourself to observe, like the King of Swords would observe from a very mental place, not from an emotional place. And don't think you know all the answers or the outcome, because it's very up in the air here. So I'm going to go ahead and get into the outcomes. And if you are attracted to outcome 2 or outcome 3, go to the description box below and click on the timestamp for those, okay? So if you are attracted to option 1, we have meditation, self-acceptance, spend some quality time together, and faith. So if you were attracted to this outcome, what I feel is that you, with meditation, you really need to open up to Spirit about this situation. And these two cards actually kind of, I don't know why they look similar to me. They have similar coloring and the clouds, I don't know. So with this reconciliation and the meditation, I believe some of you are, this reconciliation is something you're wishing for in that meditative state. You are asking Spirit for it. You're putting it out to the universe. And for others, you need to go into this meditative state and not be so hard on yourself about whatever happened. Or maybe you just feel like, oh my God, I cannot believe I let that person go. Like, what the hell what was wrong with me? And don't do that. Trust that it had to be, because with this option, this feels more to me like you're wishing to spend time with them, and you're really like putting it out to the universe. You're like, even if you don't believe in the law of attraction, it's like you're trying to utilize that to bring you and this person back together. And again, you need to have faith that the way things are is the way they are for a reason. And this reconciliation, if it's meant to happen, it's just going to naturally line up. Okay? But for you, it comes after some serious introspection and self-forgiveness. Like, those who are attracted to this, I just get the sense that you feel really awful or guilty or bad for something that you did or said or ending the relation. Like, because in this love story, it is Leo who ended this relationship. It is not the other person. It is Leo. And maybe, or it's Leo is the reason why. So if you didn't break up with them, they broke up with you. It's because of what you were doing and how you were behaving and who you were being. So with this, it's like you would give anything to spend another moment with them, to have them in your arms. and you put that out to the universe so often, and you feel so bad, but you need to let all of that go and switch your focus, not to them, not to feeling bad about what you did, but more of a place of spiritual growth, that introspective energy that allows you to see things from a different vantage point, because you need to. You need to understand yourself and why you made the choices that you made, and what they have taught you, and what is with you now moving forward in this love story with this person. With spend time together and then reconciliation. Some of you are going to come back together with this person very soon. But again, in these cards, it doesn't say where that's leading to. You guys are left with faith, which is, you've really got to trust the universe on this, however this is playing out. This, to me, it feels like there's just more work that needs to be done before any sort of reconciliation on any level can take place between the two of you, okay? And you need to have faith in that. Meditation, huge. Reiki would really help you out in loving yourself and not beating up on yourself, okay? So if you were attracted to option 1, this is the message that I got for you. So I hope that that helped and provided some guidance and clarity for you, okay? Take good care of yourself, Leo. All right, so if you were attracted to option 2, we have retreat, which we have retreat in the main read. We have divine timing, and one thing, you know what? Oh my God, Aquarius, one of their options was divine timing too, because the way that both of these arrows are shooting, I was drawn to that. So here's that really strong Aquarius connection, and then choose love. You always have a choice as to what you should do. And then harmony. So, Leo, if you were attracted to option 2, I believe that this reconciliation is a matter of divine timing. And it comes after you choose love. And what I mean by that is, with harmony here, you have really got to come into a place of peace inside of you about whatever transpired between you and this other person. And if you feel bad and guilty, you need to let that go, because like I said, this love story is about a Leo who either ended the relationship, broke up with this person, and now there's regret, or a Leo who did things that caused this person to leave them. That is the energy stream of this love story. So with these cards, you will find harmony and peace about your breakup or whatever happened when you start choosing love. And this feels more strong, choosing love for yourself. Like, we all live and learn, and there's things and choices that were made in the past that, because that is the path you followed then, you're not going to make those choices now when that same type of situation presents itself. You're going to choose something different because of what happened here. And this reconciliation, there is a coming back together between you and this person. It's a matter of divine timing. It's out of your control. And, maybe it's that they need to choose to have love for you again, okay? It's not to say they don't love you, but just depending on what has happened, they may present themselves in more of a hateful, defensive sort of vibe, instead of the true love they really do feel in their heart for you, because of whatever has transpired. And they know that they do deserve love, more love than you gave them. But mainly, this is solitude for you. And you being apart from them, it must happen. It needs to be. It's part of the story. It's part of the plan and divine timing. In time, you're going to understand things better. In time, you and this person are coming back together. And then with choose love and harmony, I really feel that there is viability between you and the other person with this option. With option 1, it did not tell me. But with this, choose love and then harmony with reconciliation and you deserve love, it's as if you decide that this person was worth the entire universe, not the world. Like, this person is worth the universe. And you're not going to play games anymore. You really love them and you choose that love. And now you're ready to give it to them. And for many of you, they accept, they choose the love back, and you guys come into this place of harmony. Now, whether this is that you come back in romantic love or you finally come into a truce, those who were attracted to this option, this is what you can know for sure. There is coming a time that you and this person are going to be in harmony. And how that harmony plays out, again, is different. There is potential for romantic love again with these cards, but it doesn't give a solid yes or no. It just says this reconciliation brings about harmony inside your heart and soul and inside of their heart and soul. So however that comes about for the two of you, it's going to be different. But know that there will be harmony restored, and it's a matter of divine timing. And that divine timing has a lot to do with you or them deciding to forgive and to choose love, okay? So if you were attracted to option 2, that is the message that I got for you guys, okay? I hope that that offered you guidance and clarity about your situation. So if you were attracted to card option 3, we have trust, study, slow down, and sanctuary. Now, trust, this is a reiteration of trust from the romance angels that came out. So for you guys that are attracted to this set of cards, it's really important that you trust what's going on right now. And as I had spoken that some of you were dealing with an Aquarius quite strongly, if you are attracted to option 3, as I was explaining the cards, I was really attracted to these fishes here. So for those of you who are attracted to option 3, this very well could be a Pisces that we're talking about, who this other person is. And with sanctuary coming up, it's as though that person, this Pisces, is your universe. They are your safe place. And for whatever reason, you cut yourself off from that safe place. You may have felt, again, like it was codependent and you wanted to be strong on your own. Maybe you felt your Pisces wasn't as strong of a mate or a partner as you wanted them to be, but nonetheless, they were your safe place. They were like your, if you don't believe in like God or a higher power or much of anything when it comes to spiritual matters, it's like you believed in them. You believe in the magic of life and the potential existence of non-physical because of this Pisces. And that's why it's so hard for you now that this is over with, because you did not recognize how much of them being your safe place, they are. I don't know why I'm calling it a safe place. I hope that that really relates to you and resonates with you. But that's what I feel is, even though it says sanctuary, it's like that was your safe place. In next to this person, it's like it doesn't matter what's going on in your life or in the world. There was something about them that made you feel safe and secure. And you are having a really hard time without that. And again, with codependency, you didn't feel maybe that it was healthy for you to have this sanctuary, safe place with them, and you left it. And in a sense, yeah, it's important that you become strong on your own, and I think that you have been. But with you guys, this doesn't say whether you're going to get back together or not. Honestly, option 2 was the only option that really talk about a reignition of romantic love. For those that are attracted to this, it's as though trust times 2. You really have to trust this breakup and you being apart from this person. And with steady, it's imperative that you do a lot of introspective work before you try to rush back into anything with them. Because with slow down, it's saying no. Even if this reconciliation is on the horizon, especially with the Pisces, do not rush back into that. There is still much more that you need to learn and understand about yourself and why you walked away from this relationship or why you behaved the way you did. Yes, I get it. You are very spiritually connected. And you know what? This here is a Pisces card in the Standard Tarot. So for option 3, really strong for Pisces. I believe option 2 was really strong for this person being involved being an Aquarius. So for Leo, it's not to say you're not involved with any other sign of the zodiac, but this love story, the energy of it, many of you are involved with either A, an Aquarius, or B, a Pisces. And picking this option, it's not time to rush back into that relationship. In fact, I feel Spirit saying something has upset you or caused you to be afraid, and it's not even related to this person, but because they're your safe place, that's why you're feeling this really strong draw to go back to them and to reconnect, because they are your safe place. But I get that right now you are not in a place to give them the love that they deserve. You want to feel safe. You want their light. You want their wisdom. You want their healing. You want their essence, okay? And you cannot have that. You are not in a place to give back to them what they deserve at this point in time. You have more work to do in yourself. And let me see if I can tighten that sun so you can see the cards better. And trust in that right now. Because if you and this person can come back together in a romantic partnership, you want to be on point, Leo. You don't want to recreate or make the same mistakes you made in the past. You want to be on point, because whether this is an Aquarius or a Pisces or some other zodiac sign, I get the sense that this person is very special to you. They are very sacred to you. And I think you lied to yourself for a long time about what they meant to you, and maybe the way you portrayed them to other people was as if they really weren't that important to you, more like they were hanging on to you, which could have been the case. They could have been really holding on tight, but there was a complete break in separation here. And you are either trying to reconcile now because you feel scared and insecure about whatever's going on in your life, or you're coming into a recognition of how special and unique they truly were, and you're not feeling like you can have this spiritual connection with anybody else like you do with them. But just trust the disconnection, and do not reach out to that person until you know you are ready to give them love. Don't reach out to them because you want them to make you feel better or make you feel safe. It's not going to work out. It's only when you are pure of heart and soul and capable of being what you need to be is when you should reach out to them. Okay? So that is the message that I have for you if you were attracted to the third option. I really hope that this did provide guidance and clarity for you. In the general readings, I've been seeing this kind of same thing month after month of being hung up on somebody, and I feel like that is coming through in this love story, but a very specific stream of that. So I hope that this really did help you out, Leo, and I hope that you have a beautiful month. Take care.